Hey, what's up guys? Thomas Roger here. Today in today's video I'm going to talk about some more subtract theory and speculations in this video today, guys. Yeah. So the first subtract theory is Ed's got a break in between, well, a tour break, I must say. A tour break in between September to February. Ed ends this leg of the mathematics tour on the 25th of September. And then he resumes it in February 2023. I know he's got a show in America on the 22nd at the Circuit of Americas. But yeah, I think in between that time, Ed could potentially film the music videos for Subtract, maybe for Subtract, which I cannot wait for, guys. Like, I do think they're all going to be like Afterglow type music videos, or Forever My Love with Ed and Justice Guitar, Yes, which is going to be amazing. Yes, which I cannot wait for to see the Subtract music videos, which I cannot wait for. Subtracts will be released in between December 2022 to March 2023, which I cannot wait for, guys. Which I cannot wait for Subtract to officially come out, and I'm more than ready for Subtract. I've been talking about Subtract for over 4 years now, pretty much. Like how many times I've talked about Subtracts on this channel, I don't know, guys. And I cannot wait for it. And also, guys, we practically know the cover of Subtracts is going to be yellow, because of course all the references to yellow, and also on all the new mathematics tour merch, maybe this can be an indication of Subtracts as well being yellow. But yeah, the Subtracts is confirmed to be a yellow cover, which I cannot wait for, guys. And also Subtracts, I think it's going to be, I think Subtracts is going to be, the fans are going to call this the favorite album because it's raw, emotional Ed, like with plus and that. But equals a multiplier, I think, for me. But I think Subtracts as well for me as well, Subtracts, which, yes, I love Subtracts so much. Also, with the colours that Ed's wore as well, with the colours as well, his shoes a bit yellow as well, the t-shirt, the top that is Ed's wearing, the on the text, which a letter of it's yellow. Yellow for Subtracts, guys. Yes, it's practically confirmed the cover of Subtracts will be yellow. So the cover of Subtracts, it could be either black or white. But I personally think it could be white because, Plus, that album, that's white, and that's singer-songwriter, folky record, and Subtracts is going to be a fully acoustic record and fully lo-fi acoustic album. And Subtract is going to be a nearest to Plus. I think Subtract is going to be the album which is going to be more closer to Plus as sound quality wise, because we're not going to get no songs like Be Right Now, Bad Habits, Shape of You. We're not going to get those songs on Subtract. It's going to be all lo-fi acoustic songs for Subtract, and I'm all here for it, And also, Ed's been apparently working on this album for around 10 years, over 10 years. Ever since Plus, ever since Ed was making Plus, pretty much, I believe. Ed's been working on Subtracts for, it's been chipping away for this album for the past, it's in 2017, he had 7 in 2017, but now it could be way more, We'll go back to the normal edition and deluxe edition for Subtracts, because Equals had 14 songs, but then, then down the line we had 4 more songs and maybe potentially more songs from Equals. But, back to the Plus Multiply Divide concept, where there was 12 normal songs and the 4 extra songs on release date, which equals to 16 songs in total. I wonder if Subtract is going to go back to this, the 12 normal and 4 extra songs on deluxe, so 16 songs in total on the album. I do not know, guys. I do not know. Or maybe there could be so many songs on Subtract, because of course Ed's been working on Subtract for years, pretty much years and years and years, ever since Plus years more. more time than equals pretty much Subtracts. So Subtracts is going to be a masterpiece, timeless of a lo-fi acoustic album, which it's going to be so raw, so emotional. I think so emotional. Yeah, so the emotion in Ed's voice, I think, with Subtract, and just him in his acoustic guitar, maybe piano now and then, but yeah, now I'm theorizing what the sounds of Subtract is gonna be now, guys. If you know what I mean, acoustic guitar, maybe pianos, and that's about it. Just like one or two instruments, and that's it. No like on Subtracts, none of that, guys, none of that, just, hey, not again, well, maybe not Spanish, but lo-fi acoustic, yeah, I maybe around 20 songs for Subtracts, maybe, because, of course, Ed's been working on Subtracts for so long now, guys, yes, Subtracts right here, Subtracts, I'm wearing the certificate, Subtracts, Subtract vibes, this hoodie, yes, which, yes, mathematics hoodie from the show, yes. Yeah, Subtracts. I do think there could be a country song, because I think Ed said before he wants to have a country #1 single, which would be amazing, guys. I do think there's going to be a country song on Subtracts, like, howdy y'all. Yeah, such a country song on Subtracts, I think, because of course, as in 2018 around, Ed did work in Nashville, like, for example, worked on Number 6, worked on Equals, worked on maybe Subtracts, maybe in Nashville, y'all, Tennessee, yeah, which, is going to be amazing. Subtracts, and I wonder if Ed is finishing off Subtracts now, because who knows, maybe potentially, maybe in the mixing and the mastering, of Subtracts, or that might be done already, at the time of July 2022. Last year we had Bad Habits Brum, and now we're literally talking about Subtracts, and also maybe there could be more teasers for Subtracts in interviews. For example, I do think the American-US tour announcement will have interviews just like the Australian-New Zealand one, so maybe potentially Ed could tease Subtracts a bit more during the US interviews, or maybe Ed could do some South American interviews as well for South America. Yeah, or Asia, I think Ed could announce them tour dates before the American dates, yes, which, Subtracts, and also, of course, Ed most likely going to play some Subtract songs next year, during when Ed's in Australia, New Zealand, maybe potentially, or around the world as well for Subtracts, of course, fits in the theme of the mathematics tour as well, yes, yep, also, Afterglow. People may really disagree with me on this, but I still have kind of a little bit of hope that Afterglow will be on a physical CD of Subtracts in any way, shape or form, because of course Ed performs Afterglow on the mathematics tour already, which is amazing, Yes, because of course it's on the tour edition of Equals, but it isn't on it is on the Japanese edition of Equals, but well, yeah, I don't know, guys. But Afterglow does fit the lo-fi acoustic vibes that does fit in the lo-fi acoustic, yes. Or maybe an English version of Forever My Love. That would be amazing, because of course that is lo-fi acoustic as well. Hey, wherever you are, I will be there for now and tomorrow, forever my love. Yeah, I cannot wait for the J Balvin project as well, whenever that will be. Yes, whenever that will be, guys, yes. For now and tomorrow, forever my love. Subtracts. More Subtracts. Or, I could tease more Subtracts in the interviews. Or maybe Ed could release a single, but I don't know. But I do think Ed's going to surprise release Subtracts. He's going to do an Eminem or a Taylor Swift on us, just surprise release Subtracts. Like, I don't know, the Thursday night before. Hey guys, got Subtracts coming. What? Subtracts coming tomorrow? Imagine that, guys. On this channel. Just like with Afterglow. Just like with Afterglow, guys, where literally the day before Ed announces Afterglow, and then Afterglow next day. I do think that'll be Subtracts. Maybe. And also, guys, we are literally under a year now. Under a year before Subtracts officially comes out, and I'm here for it. I'm so ready for Subtracts, guys. subtracts. I mean, this is the longest time I've kind of waited for something, you know, but I'm all here for it, you know, subtracts, you know. The name of subtracts, the dash symbol. I do think it subtracts, not. Yeah, I do think I'm fully 100% subtracts, you know. That I did think subtracts was going to be released before equals, but you know that was the original plan, subtracts then equals. But of course, the pandemic hit, so Ed decided to release equals and then subtracts, which yes, you know, I do think there's going to be a song for one of Ed's best friends, you know, in the industry, Jamal Edwards. Jamal Edwards, you know, I do think there's going to be like a Visiting Hours, Supermarket Flowers, a Fire Love type song for Jamal Edwards, you know, which Ed lost his best friend, you know, this year, and I do think that song could potentially be on Subtracts, I think, or maybe a stripped back You Need Me, I Don't Need You version, which adds another verse about his entire career so far, I think, yeah, and yeah, that would be emotional, and then a lo-fi acoustic version of You Need Me, I Don't Need You, but a sad version, I think. Yeah. Also, I do think the entirety of Subtract's concept could be about Ed's entire life, because you know Ed's been working on this album for 10 years already. I think I'm not too sure, guys. I do think Ed's gonna talk about his entire life, not a brief like Equals, where you know. He's a father, lost a close friend with Michael. Yeah, having a daughter. But I think Subtracts is going to be like starting off like with his childhood, going straight through his life up to so far, you know, like literally like becoming successful as a musician, you know, like no one believed in him. Where yeah, like. And then I think the last song of Subtracts is going to be called Italia. Yeah, Italia. Where I do think on that song, Italia, Ed's going to literally sing in Italian now. Like, I cannot wait for that song. Of course, Ed sings Italian in Perfect Symphony in I'm Also Alone Till Day with Andrea Bocelli, which are so amazing songs and underrated songs. And I cannot wait for the lo-fi acoustic Italian song called Italia. Which, yeah, of course, Ed learned Italian in the pandemic, you know, in lockdown, and yeah, which I cannot wait for. Italy, that would be amazing in Italy, in 2024, maybe potentially in Italy, yes, Italia, it's on Subtracts, which I cannot wait for. I think that'll be most likely be the last song from Subtracts. Maybe Ed could move to Italy. I don't know, guys. I don't know. Italia. I don't know. Italia. Maybe Afterglow could be on Subtracts, and a lot of other songs, you know, which of course we haven't heard of yet. The name yet, sorry. Yeah, I cannot wait for the album, which is coming in under a year now, guys. In under a year, which is going to be released from December 2022 to March 2023. That is the timeline of when Subtracts will officially be released. I think that's it in this video. And I think most of the songs on Subtracts is going to be written 100% by Ed, or maybe produced 100% by Ed, but definitely written 100% by Ed, like 75% of Subtract, or maybe a few songs co-written by Joe Rubel, Johnny McDade. Yeah, you know. I think that's it, I think, on further Subtract theories of 2022. I thought, you know, I did a Subtract theory last year in 2021. And I thought that meant my last Subtract video. Here we go, guys, 2022. Still theorizing about Subtract. Clown facing on, guys. Subtract. Subtract. I cannot wait for the album, you know. I love equals. I love plus multiply divide equals. But Subtracts, you know, I think we've all been waiting a long time for Subtracts. The wait will be worth it, guys, and I know it will be for Subtracts. And yeah, guys, this video's going on now, you know. I think that's about it on the theories of Subtracts. Yeah. Yes, guys, and yeah, and if you guys enjoyed this video, please like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in another video. Peace. I'm so excited for Subtracts.